Match, I'd like to remind you once again to go to www.joe-dombrowski.com for information on our upcoming shows. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event of the evening. This contest is scheduled for one fall. Your referee is Dave Dawson.
Event time here in Cleveland, Ohio at the West Park Party Center. A much anticipated matchup between two buzzworthy talents in the prime of their careers. And this man, he's been around 20-some years, but still in the prime of his career because of the just immaculate physical shape he keeps himself in. Textbook Tyson Dux. A Scott D'Amore prodigy, and he's appeared in every major promotion across North America in the course of his storied in-ring career. Now set for another milestone here tonight. Then they call Tyson Dux textbook because of his technical savvy, his wherewithal around the ring will be enough to win our feature match.
Not only that, he is from
Lives in Canada, yes. But let's check out the opponent now. Let's check out Bees, Knees, Cats, Pajamas, the whole shebang. In my mind, the conscience, the embodiment of Cleveland wrestling. He is all heart. He is Johnny Gargano, and you may know him from Dragon Gate, from Chikara, from NXT. He's been all over the world, but Johnny Gargano has called Cleveland home his entire life. He was first in a wrestling ring when he was 8 years old, and he found his destiny. Johnny Gargano is still the man to beat in this part of the country. I've known this guy since he was 18 years old. I've watched him grow up. I've seen his coming of age. I've seen his defining moments. The only 3-time Prime Wrestling champion in history. Let's go to Jeff Gorman for the introductions.
Introducing first to my left, from London, Ontario, he weighs 202 pounds, Tyson Dux! And his opponent, from Cleveland, Ohio, he weighs 199 pounds, the whole shebang, Johnny Gargano!
What's a shebang? What's a shebang?
This is a first time ever one-on-one meeting in the United States between Tyson Dux and Johnny Gargano. My name is Joe Dombrowski. You're Benjamin C. Steele. We are in Cleveland, Ohio at the West Park Party Center, Knights of Columbus. It is currently August 7th, 2015, and we are set for the most anticipated match of the evening.
Joe, I don't know if you're
Not the turnbuckle. Johnny caught a jab into the ribs.
I believe that's 2 points. The official sword fighting.
Did referee Dawson just ask Dukes if he wanted to continue? Round 2, I guess. Interesting stance by Dukes.
That's the Canadian stance. And that's why my money is on Dukes, because he's from Canada, where things like hockey and Robin Williams and Michael J. Fox and Doug DeLuise are from.
What does that have to do with anything in this match?
He's from Canada, so he's therefore a better wrestler. And some of those things may not be from Canada, but be that as it may.
You're really up on your cultural history. Great duck, second time. Springboard into the stab.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but use of the ropes, that would actually be minus half a point.
That's the Dragon Gate USA style of sword fighting. Lancing, right?
What sword fighting? Well, Dave Dawson says 2-0.
Not sure how many it takes to win it. This is not what I had in mind as a director of wrestling. To be honest with you.
You're a fun sucker.
But it's a psychological tactic. It's a head game. Both these men are attempting, and so far, Johnny Gargano's won it.
Hold on.
Is that how he
This may be
won?
awesome, but who wants to see some professional wrestling?
That was a little more difficult than winning this thing. But it's going to be difficult to beat Tyson Dux, and that's a big if he can beat Tyson Dux. Dux is taking himself more seriously now than he ever has. Some may remember Dux famously or infamously for a certain dance he used to do. All over the independents. Did it on WWE before as well. But Dux puts that behind him. He wants to be well known for his wrestling acumen, not for his dance moves. Certainly not for a sword fight. Controlling the wrist early of Gargano. Gargano, one of the most seamless, fluid athletes you'll find anywhere. Case in point, Exhibit A. Went from the wrist lock to the drop toe to the chancery in one motion. Dux trying to counter out, but he can't break the grip Gargano has around the neck.
And he's already getting frustrated by Gargano's ability to hold that front chancery there.
Gargano, a man that lives in the gym, sometimes multiple times a day you'll see him working out. No off switch. No other focus on his life other than the best professional wrestler he can possibly be. He's not going to just come out here and claim it like some people. He wants to be it. Through hard work and a foundation laid of technical prowess and guts and courage. And certainly Gargano, another one who's still in his 20s, young veteran, but well wise beyond his years.
And seemingly in the camp of Johnny Gargano. You said earlier, pride of Cleveland, the conscience of Cleveland. Is that really a good thing?
Absolutely.
I mean, if you think of Cleveland.
Gargano's Cleveland proud, man. Proud representative of the 216. Or the 440, depending on where you are.
Bunch of criminals in Cleveland.
What? Well, this one time. Never mind. Dux. Controlling the wrist. And it would be criminal to neglect the talent of Johnny Gargano and what it has meant to this city, to this scene of professional wrestling. And this crowd, too, like I, has watched him grow up from a teenager. At 18 and 19, he was wrestling Nigel McGuinness and Alex Shelley and Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles. He's had a hard-knock education the entire time he's been here, but every win or loss, triumph or shortcoming, Gargano has learned and bettered himself. He's a meticulous thinker. He's an overthinker, and that comes into play when it comes to the trial and error of professional wrestling. And Tyson Dux just had professional wrestling beat into him by the likes of that drill sergeant Coach Scott D'Amore. That guy's never pleasant to be around.
You don't like a lot of people. I sense some hostility. You're pro Gargano. You're pro Cleveland.
Yeah.
A lot of people seemingly don't like you. You make outlandish promises like you made to Jock Sampson. You don't appreciate good music. And quite frankly, I'm getting a little perturbed and aggravated sitting next to you. There, I said it.
You can leave then. Get out.
I have a job to do.
Hey, you know the pay window hasn't opened yet. That's your problem. Duke's taking over on Gargano now.
Speaking of pay window, Tyson's going to be getting the winner's share of the purse. If I'm a betting man, that's the man I'm putting my money on.
Gargano, another southpaw, firing away. Duke's able to shut him down.
What is it with people in the state punching with their left hand?
And you think I get aggravated by people? You're upset at left-handed people from Ohio.
Hey, you used to go to England. I don't know what they do over there.
Gargano! See, well, in England, they drive left-handed on the opposite side of the road.
All right, now I'm just confused. Wait a minute, I don't know what Gargano has set up here, but...
Well, it's a Gargano staple. Drop kick right to the glutes, and that sends Tyson Dux' neck right into that turnbuckle. Keep in mind the turnbuckle is a thick steel bolt behind some thin padding. Certainly does its damage. All of Gargano's momentum and Dux' weight as well. right onto the neck, propelling it into the Steele.
And Duke's calling for the timeout now. I believe that's 15 seconds.
15 seconds?
You agree.
Well, no timeouts in pro wrestling. Duh.
And Dukes. And look, and he's getting help from the little snot-nosed punk kids that are sitting there in the front row.
They didn't do anything. They're just encouraging their favorite wrestler.
Kids never do anything good. Oh.
Kids never do anything well.
Well, what?
Gargano with that knife edge chop did its damage.
Now he's taking direction from the little punks, too. One more.
Well, is it to give Tyson a little bit of a scenic tour of the party center?
I'm sure that's exactly what he wants.
Second time, head of steam at that.
Shouldn't the referee be out there admonishing Johnny Gargano?
He's counting.
Slowly.
I think Gargano just broke the count. Yep, we're back at 1. Sorry. Now on to this side. A lot of familiar faces over there. Johnny Gargano's buddy, Caden.
You know his friends, too?
And Tyson went for a step in Gargano's playbook there. Gargano was ready for it and turned the tides. Caden is a young fan who we honored at a Prime Wrestling event in 2013. So yes, I know Caden. He's arguably the best fan in Cleveland.
I believe you're the Gargano autobiographer. Or, biographer. It wouldn't be an autobiographer.
Well, that wasn't a fact on Gargano. It was a fact on Caden. Be that as it may, Gargano is Caden's hero, and Gargano would love to bring a win home to his biggest fan here in the front row. Dukes counters. Oh, spikes Gargano with a DDT.
Tyson Dux, the biggest fan, is here as well.
Yeah, Tyson Dux. There's a cover. Barely a count of 2. This match will go either way, make no mistake about it. Tyson Dux would love to re-solidify his standing here in the States. Gargano would love to see a victory over Dukes make Canadian headlines.
And wherever Gargano goes, seemingly, he is in the upper echelon not only of high-profile matches, but talent, always in title contention. And right now he's got one eye.
Gotta wonder where that wide load Scott D'Amore would think if one of his prized prodigies is down to Johnny Gargano here in U.S. soil.
And now you're going to insult Scott D'Amore. I'm going to tell.
Hey, I'm just saying, Scott D'Amore's an unscrupulous individual, all right? We barely even let him across the border anymore.
I happen to like him very much. Thank you.
You're welcome, but maybe you're the reason they barely let him across the border anymore. I'm not really sure.
Dare you besmirch the name?
I have to ask D'Amore about that. D'Amore besmirches his own name, I'll tell you that. Tyson Dux, focusing on the midsection of Gargano. Gargano's got that resilience, got that willpower. You rush the air out of that body, the lights could go out a lot quicker. Gargano could go all night if he needed to, but not if the body won't cooperate. Dux shuts things back down again. Gargano's having a little bit of trouble getting the air capacity in those lungs. It's gonna shorten his offensive spurts. He's gonna be able to have to stop to take a breather. That allows Tyson to find an opening. That's where he did there. Now following through with the cravat, the European-style headlock.
Tyson Dux is a smart man's wrestler, just a smart man in general. We see Gargano begging and pleading for help. He should give up now. Dave Dawson should ring the bell.
Not begging anybody.
He's begging. You see him reaching?
Oh! You see him reach with that forearm. And Dukes into the sleeper.
Well, Gargano, it's going to be nap time pretty soon for Mr. Gargano.
And notice Dukes kicked out the leg of Gargano from the back of the knee. That enabled Dukes to knock Gargano off his vertical base, cut off the leverage, and now it's all Tyson Dukes. Gargano is horizontal, and the lights are fading fast.
We're going to be getting a blanket, and we need somebody to sing a lullaby.
Oh, no. Tyson Dukes more to the side of Gargano rather than over top of him. That could have been the saving grace that allowed Gargano to get to the vertical base.
And look what the fans chanting got him.
Yeah, got him out of the hole.
Every ounce of punishment that Gargano gets now is on these people.
And Gargano gets the foot up. And Tyson sidestepped. Here comes Gargano. No. Tyson had his steam. Gargano is waiting. Gargano springs in with a spear. Tyson is down, but does Gargano have enough to follow through?
My belly.
You can see Gargano trying to shake the cobwebs and get some feeling back into that neck. May have a pinched nerve as a result of Tyson Dux' damage.
No one cares about you, Johnny. No one cares.
Dux is still bad-mouthing him, saying nobody cares about him. And Gargano fires away. The right hands are not going to have the impact of the left, but Gargano needs the left to block. And Gargano drops Tyson. Hits him with a short cutter. All impact there to Tyson Dux. Can Gargano follow through?
Where does this kid get this energy from?
He's all heart. Johnny Gargano defies description. He's one of a kind. Dux couldn't neutralize Gargano that time. Springs in with a DDT. Johnny Gargano has it. Hook on the leg. No. Oh, near fall. Gargano. You could sense the frantic expression on Gargano, the impatience, knowing he's got to put away Tyson Dux shortly if Gargano has any hope of coming out of this match with his health.
I don't know if Gargano's hit him with everything he has, but you got to think that he's going to be able to look at that kitchen sink here shortly if he hits him with everything else.
Tyson. Oh, drops Gargano with a DDT.
That's it.
All impact there as well. Tyson makes news. No. Oh, Tyson half a count away from pinning the conscience of Cleveland, Johnny Gargano, in his own backyard.
What does Tyson have to do? I mean, Gargano keeps getting up and fighting back in a lot of 2 counts. You'd have to imagine that takes it out of Gargano just to have the effort to kick out.
Without question.
This is where you shove your thumb into the eye socket as deep as you can get it and just
Get
pull
out
it.
of here.
That's what I'd do in a fight.
I got a clue better. You'd run the other way, direction. You wouldn't want anything to do with Gargano or Tyson Dux or Dave Dawson for that matter.
I think I can take him. Like I said, a big gust of wind and he's going to fly out the front door.
Well, Gargano, the big gust of momentum, but Tyson Dux shuts things down again. Fireman's carry. Gargano. Super kick counter. Got him that time. Johnny Gargano can feel it. From the knees. Tyson Dux is down. Gargano gets a count of 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the whole shebang, Johnny Gargano.
Gargano is victorious over Tyson Dux. What a hell of a match. What a way to cap off a great night here in Cleveland. We saw some of Cleveland wrestling's absolute best. We saw some rising stars that may be the future of Cleveland. But above it all, we saw a great night of professional wrestling.
We saw Raylan singing. Can we go back to that? Can we get her out here to sing us off?
We are not going to get her out here to sing a song.
Well, then I'm going to leave.
I dare you to. Johnny Gargano, successful over Tyson Dux. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe-Dombrowski.com for more information on future events and so much more hot news. And Johnny Gargano with a special thank you to a few special fans here in Cleveland.
Oh, he's probably going to hold him up for money after the show.
He is not.
He is so.
Johnny Gargano pleasing his fans, entertaining the people as only he can.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to see him clothesline one of those kids. Super kicks for him. Come on, hit him.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay posted for all the latest news. For Benjamin C, Steele, and Jeff Gorman, I am Joe Dombrowski. Good night from Cleveland.